Hello YouTube and welcome to my 2020 bullet journal. I've made this video several times now and this is officially what I'm doing. I'm going to show you my bullet journal. It's going to be great. I have currently filled this out till March. So on my first page, you can see that this is just like the front of my bullet journal. I wanted to do some little like swatch cards of what all of my themes look like. They don't look as good as I wanted them to, but yeah, but there they are. I'm committed to it now through March. I've got my 2019 and 2020 Phoenix Tears pages. These are all of the Fringe and main season productions, and then also our 10-Minute Tuesday schedule, and then all of our 2019 successes. Part of the reason I've filmed this so many times is that this all hadn't all been announced, but now it has, so yay! I wanted to remember to always look towards everything we accomplished this year because we've planned a really ambitious 2020, and I just never wanted to lose that perspective of like, this is possible because look at all of the other things I've done. So yeah, humble brags on that page. Then we have two of my like work favorites almost. Lush, I work at Lush Cosmetics, and this is my one favorite item a month for the whole year, I'm hoping. So right now we did a body spray launch, and I've been obsessed with the Avocado Co-Wash body spray. As some of you know, I'm allergic to avocados, and the Avocado Co-Wash body spray doesn't have avocado in it. So I can smell like a product that I can't use because I'm allergic to it. It's very exciting. And then when I go to camp, I want to do some doodles of memories. This isn't like summer camp necessarily. If I get hired at a summer camp, it's just like when I go to camp in the spring and the fall and stuff like that. Then I've got a mood board for Ophelia. I am auditioning. I actually just auditioned for a role in the musical Ophelia that my company is producing. But even if I'm not cast, I'm going to be a part of the production process as the PR manager of the company. And so I just wanted to get like a vibe check for all of the important milestones. And then this is a little picture. My sister got a Sprocket printer for Christmas. So this is a picture she printed for me of Jeremiah, the composer of Ophelia, and I hugging at a show, which I thought was really cute. Then we've got one of my favorite pages, role-playing game characters and seasons readings. These are together for literally no reason, but I'm glad that they're together because they're two of my favorite pages. So I've only read one book so far in January, but I'm hoping to do them by season, so there'll be some empty books on the winter for me to fill out at the end of the year. I just think that's fun. I've never seen anyone do it like this before, so I'm pretty pumped. And then I started this journal before 2020, so I did play a little bard human that I want to play again in a traditional D&D campaign, and then soon we're starting masks. But this is basically a place for me to like doodle the RPG characters that I do in 2020. And then the same situation for LARPing. If I do any LARP, it's one of my goals for 2020 to do at least one live action role play. And similarly, all of my 2020 like bucket list style goals are on this page. Then I have a planning page that is pretty to look at, but not super interesting. Same here, not super interesting, although I will hopefully be brainstorming some YouTube ideas. You can see sort of how I brainstorm in this, but it's with these like sort of branches. I do like big maps, sort of like webs for all planning. Then I've got a Disney Day page. I got a Disney pass, so every time I go to Disney, I wanted to debrief the day, especially if it was a special day. Again, started in 2019. This might spill over. I'm already running out of room. I don't know if I'll keep going. We'll see. And then some notes from other meetings. Then we have a to-do list that was for the first production of the year, which was Scientific Method. These are all of my to-dos. I still have some to-dos to do because I have some post-show situations and again a Sprocket photo. And then current rehearsal schedule is hopefully going to be a list of basically every date written down that I do theater, so I can look and see like how many days this year I practiced what I love to do. So these are all of the days that I had rehearsal or performances in 2020 so far, and when I book new shows, I'll put them in. Then I have my physical library book checkout. I made a little library book card, and when I check out books from the library, I'm going to write them down. I have a pretty good log through Goodreads of what books I read, but I want to have a log to remember like what books I checked out with the intention of reading. Maybe I liked the cover, maybe I wanted to just read a chapter, whatever, and know like, oh yeah, I've already picked this one up, I didn't finish it, and sort of try to remember why I did that. Then we get into monthly views, which is a little confusing because my monthly views, I have a month page, a memory and to-do page, and then also this way that I've been doing my weeks. There's a lot of notes and they're kind of personal, so I'll go through them like sort of quickly. But I, in the middle of this, realized I hadn't finished everything that I wanted to do for the year. So I've got a year of 10-Minute Tuesdays, and then a date tracker and a recipe greatest hits. So I did some of my 2019 go-tos, and then I want to try cooking some new things, making some new go-tos. So that's the point of this tracker. And then this I actually saw in a bullet journaling video that I was watching at the beginning of the year. I'll link it down below if I remember, but it's to make like a list of ideas for dates and then to bullet and do a line when you actually do it below the month. I think that these two that I've already done, well, at least this one I'm going to do with some frequency. So it'll be fun to see if I like dot every month along the line. But I also like, I'm curious as to when I'll actually get to making pottery on a date, because I think that that would be really fun. I've already got this scheduled for March, but I'm not going to bullet it until it happens. So yeah, one of my favorite things to do in bullet journals is to doodle. And so my memories pages are going to continue to be these sort of doodle pages where I write sort of what we've been doing, what's been going on. And I'm really excited about this page. This is something that then in February I did again and also have done in March. So that's the thing that I'm definitely keeping for these 3 months. I really have enjoyed it in the month of January, but in February I did sort of a bigger calendar view for me to make more notes on, and then still made the weeklies. It's a month just laid out in a different way. It has really helped my brain in January. You can see that I've been like using it a lot for tasks and for day-to-days and for notes. So I sort of did the exact same thing that I did in January and February, but I mixed it up in March because of the way the bigger month worked. So in this month, I'm going to see how a bigger month and that same thing from before works, because you can see my January, the days are pretty small. So I didn't have as much note room, have a lot more note room, so we shall see. This is my tasks and memories page. I'm looking into doing a more traditional habit tracker in February with this little daisy that I've already drawn, and then doing memories on this page with that like doodle style. Also, I'm not opposed to making like more sort of like books I want to read, or like if there's a readathon, or sort of more tracky type of things on this page. So I've left it really up to interpretation, but I haven't made a set to-do list for February anywhere, and I might do that depending on how January pans out. And then I had to make March because I was making plans for a trip in March, so I needed to have March in front of me. So here we are, March. I think that this turned out really cute. I'm really happy with how the page turned out, and I'm also really happy with this extra page that I've made with the like paper bag. It's a paper bag, but I messed up on this page, and so I covered it with a paper bag because I've also been using a blackout journal. So I have all of these gel pens that work on non-white paper that I love using. So I'm going to look into making my memories on this for March. I think a lot of my big memories are going to be associated with this big trip that I'm taking. So I'm having like an itinerary of the trip on this page and then memories. And if this all gets taken up in that trip, it is at the beginning of the month. So I'll be able to like create another memories page on this page that's currently empty. And then I'm going to be trying a to-do list that is very big compared to the other to-do lists I've had, where I write the date that it is when I'm making the to-do and then check it off like when I actually am doing it, as opposed to the task list that I've been making. The task list has been like to do something, to write a date that it's scheduled, a date that I rescheduled it, and the date that I actually did it. And if that, like, I hadn't figured out exactly what I was going to do, so I think that I'm going to use the date did if I had to reschedule it a third time, and I'm just going to write the day that I actually did it and then put a line in February. But then what I've started to do down here is just to like cross out on the first day if I actually did it on the day that it was scheduled. So this has been a work in progress. We'll see. I have made it again down here in February. So we'll see how I use it this month, and maybe I can rework this sort of big page to be a big task list that I use in the same way. There's a decent amount of space here for me to like make those three if I love doing that. But I don't know. I'm not loving it so far. I thought maybe for March we'd do a switch up. So that is pretty much it. The back page of my journal, since you've never seen it before, has a little pocket that I keep notes and things in, and I put stickers on. And then the outside of my bullet journal, I'm not adding more stickers to because I'm keeping a color theme. So I've got a sticker of the 2 states that I've lived in, question mark. I don't know. It's a big thing in Ohio to love Ohio, so I thought it was funny to have an Ohio sticker, but then I felt weird not to have a sticker of the state that I actually am from and live in. So here we are, and my little Moaning Myrtle sticker, because it's the cutest. And then the front just has this one. So that is what my bullet journal looks like. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you are bullet journaling, please leave me a link to either an Instagram or a bullet journal channel or video that you have, if you have those, or just tell me like what's bullet journaling been like for you. What do you do? What's going on? I made a bullet journal Instagram, so I will link that down below. You can follow me there if you want to see like more content on the sort of weekly / monthly, I don't know. It's really wishy-washy right now. We'll see. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.